There, I'm gonna do the half and a half night season 4 episode. I think 3, 4. I don't know. Anyway, not step by step. I'm just gonna talk about it because I ain't got no notes. But I just want to get this video out the way before I finish my hair and stuff and leave. This episode was good. It gave me like, oh my god, this episode was really, really good. It started out with Candy and War. And you remember, it started off where it left off last week where War was falling over Candy or whatever. And he noticed that old boy was dead. He was like, you did that? She was like, yeah. He was like, by yourself? She was like, yeah. He said, good. I was like, oh, okay. But that didn't stop him from telling her ass, like, you lied to me. She was like, I know, and all this kind of stuff. And he questioning her, and then he was like, so, you got $4 million? And she said, yeah. I said, Candy, so you gonna keep on lying? This motherfucker is here to kick your ass, and you gonna keep lying. But hey, she know who War is. She know what he capable of. So hey. So, he was like, that's a federal judge and you had me doing that kind of stuff and that's all you gonna give me, you know what I'm saying? So, she's saying sorry and all this bullshit. And she's scared for her life and I'm scared for her life because it looked like War was just not playing that shit with her. He was like, I want my money. I want my money. She was like, I don't have it. He was like, well, your ass got died in if you ain't got my money. So he shot the gun. I promise. I was like, oh, hell no. I didn't know Candy was going out of this. But he didn't shoot her. He shot the wall. And then he ended up shooting the wall twice. I was like, girl, he ain't playing with you. But she ended up telling him how she got marked or whatever and how she's going to get the money back. But her ass got a week to get his money back because if he ain't got it in 7 days, he's going to kill her ass on the 8th day. I said, ooh, I'm telling y'all, I don't know, War was looking a little sexy. I'm just saying. And I don't even, like, now that I'm in, of age, I don't even like thugs. They don't even attract me. But something about him being hard like that, I was like, okay, War. Oh, I see you. I'm just saying. But that shit was good. Then she asked him to help her with Quincy body. I'm like, bitch, you is pushing it. So he was like, okay. She was like, yeah, because he too heavy. He was like, okay. But then he ended up telling her, like, your ass either got 7 days to help me. Get my money back. Or I can help you, Quincy. She was like, I'll take option number 1. I'll deal with Quincy my own damn self. Then that fool gonna tell her, hey, Candy, come over here and take care of this or something. Whatever he said, but he was trying to tell her to come get it on her damn knees. Or open her mouth, open her legs. I don't know. But at first, I remember him telling her she was gonna get that money back from prostituting to get that damn money back. Whatever way she was gonna get that money for him. Because he was like, she worth that 1 point something million or whatever. I was just like, this conversation is like so intense. That, I'm telling you, that conversation was intense. I was looking at the screen like, oh my god, he's gonna kill her. Oh my god, he's gonna fuck her up. Oh my god, what is he gonna do? I'm just so glad he didn't do anything. He loved Candy, and I think War is more hurt than anything that Candy would even lie to him. So then you got Benny in there with old jackass. I don't know his name, but I don't trust him either. He's telling Benny not to trust War, but I'm like, where you come from besides working with Benny? Why should Benny just trust you so damn hard? But Benny was telling him how War looked out for them when they were little. He made sure they ate. He bought their uniforms when they played football, stuff like that. So he kind of like really feel like he owed him, to make sure he good too. He got kind of loyalty to War, and I was like, yeah, because I don't understand your loyalty to old dude here, why he just hating on War. I just didn't understand it. But he said he gonna keep his eye on War. I said, boy, you gonna end up getting yourself killed. That's what you gonna do. What else happened? Wyatt goes to do his fake piss test, go sign some papers, talk to the DA about getting his money, about his parents being in jail, when they gonna get out. She was like, I'm doing everything I can to hold them here, whatever, but basically they ass gonna get out and you need to hurry up and get your ass up out there, go get you a hotel room because your mama gonna be released first, then them, then he asked about the Harringtons or whatever, then she asked about Jeffrey drinking and he was like, that's not Jeffrey, he must be going through a lot, so that's not him. So what else happened? I'm trying to think before I get into the real good part that I was so here for. That was basically it with them. Then you had Catherine. She had to go talk to the before Catherine. Um, Maggie ended up going to the DA because she was looking through some papers or whatever and found out, I guess, David was being released. So she went and talked. No, the DA girl ended up finding out he was being released. So she went to the jail and confronted Maggie. She was like, "Who are you that you want David? Like, why do you want David? You know that bitch in love with David, so she want to know who this new bitch is." And I said, "Oh yes, that's a new beef right there. I'm here for it. I'm here because both of y'all ain't got him and both of y'all want him. So I'm here to watch this beef unfold." But Maggie was trying to push her weight around and had to get set down. Her homegirl was like, the DA girl was like, "Bitch, you can go over there and sit your ass down because I'm about to take this meeting. I don't know how long. I'm about to go do this interview. I don't know how long this is gonna take. Sit your ass down, basically." And she sat her ass down. So, the DA ended up having a meeting with Catherine, trying to get Catherine to distance herself from Jim. She was like, "I know your father. I know his legacy. He helped me. He gave me a scholarship, and I'm one of the only girls that didn't have to do nothing for the scholarship." So she was saying how she was going to bring some charges against the estate and, kind of, ruin the father's reputation and legacy and all that kind of stuff. Catherine was not budging. Catherine was not scared of this bitch. Like, bitch, Catherine read her so far down. I was like, I don't think that's the white lady you want to mess with. Now, fucking with Veronica, you might have a little thing. But, girl, she was like, Catherine was reading her like, okay, and if you tell on my father about him and these girls, whatever kind of service they render for these scholarships and favors, you gonna bring down schools, so that means you gonna bring down heads of the school and all that. Like, come on, girl, like, I'm not scared of you. I would have rocked her world and told her, well, bitch, your best friend got your son raped. I would have, so she could have went in there and fucked up Veronica, took that heat off of her. But no, she sat there like a little church mouse and let her ass get red. And I'm like, she was like, what we is going to do is push your ass back in that cell. I said, ooh. I was like, you still didn't scare her. I'm just saying. So as they taking her back to the cell, they moved Veronica to a private a cell by herself. Said they was gonna come back and get Catherine, but that's where the setup took place at. Because remember, she said find 3 cells for Veronica, for Jeffrey, and for the dads, and that's just what she did. I got my entire life on this part. When Veronica and Jim was going back and forth, I was so here for it because she was talking shit to Jim, but Jim was handing her ass. Then David sitting over there like a little punk, which I'm not mad at David for not defending her because she have done so fucking much. But I was just like, David, for real? Like, for real? You just gonna keep saying, Jim, quiet, Jim, be quiet, don't say nothing? But he was telling Veronica not to say nothing to not incriminate herself. But she got him out. She ain't gonna let Jim talk to her any kind of way. So she over there talking mess to Jim. Jim was talking about her affair she was having with Benny and how she was giving him some head. Then he gonna say, you did something different with your hair. I said, this motherfucker. They did not have no filter of going back and forth, and I was so here for it. Then Jeffrey walks in, and they all like, what the hell is he doing here? He looking at them like, what are y'all doing here? Then Veronica just kept on fucking talking. She always got to think she hard and she got the upper hand, knowing that they were going to finally get fed up with her, and Jeffrey finally got fed up and got his boss back. I don't know if Landon fucked them back down to descend. I'm just saying, because it seemed like since Landon fucked him, he started talking shit to people, but then he kind of punked out when he could. I don't know. Maybe thinking he hard because he killed Quincy. I don't know. But he told her to shut up. I said, please tell her again. Please tell her to shut up again. I just want to hear you say it one more time. And he said it. But then he started reading her, and because he was basically trying to say something about the affair. And she was like, okay. Like, she thought that's all she was going to have on him, and she was going to hold that over him like, okay, your daddy already knows, so whatever you say, whatever. So he just basically going at her, telling her she evil and all that kind of stuff. That's when Jim lets it be known that she had Wyatt raped in jail. Jeffrey like, nah, my baby. No, you fucking didn't. Bitch, I really hate you now. When that motherfucker said, when she said something about him being gay, and he said, I wish I had a man in here right now so I can fuck him in front of you and force you to watch. I said, he getting some balls, y'all. I was here for it. I was so here for him talking shit to her. I didn't want to see it, but I so was here for him telling her that, because it kept shutting her ass up. Every time Jim would go at her or Jeffrey would go at her, it would shut her ass up. And I was like, I just want somebody to fuck her up. Jeffrey talking about he gonna make sure she stay in jail and all that kind of stuff. I'm like, nigga, I'm waiting on somebody to whoop her ass, and y'all just want her to sit in jail. No, I'm waiting on somebody to hit her. Like, actually hit her. Punch her in the face, in the throat, kick her in the knees. I don't know, but I just want her to get hit. Hopefully it'll be Catherine. Because Hannah too Christianed out. So they arguing or whatever, and they all going back and forth. That's when Jim lets it be known, like I said, that Wyatt got raped. Then they let it be known that Jeffrey lets it be known that Veronica got Quincy out of jail. And that's when Jim kind of lost it. But then Jim really lost it when that bitch said, you don't have no control over your kids, and then they do whatever they want to do, and then they get a gun and blow their head out. I said, you bitch. You stone cold bitch. I'm sorry. They lucky this ain't reality TV, because I really give it to her, but this is a character, but I still hate that character. I'm just saying. And want her to get fucked up. Been wanting her to get fucked up since the first season, probably the first episode. But yeah, when she said that, I wish Jim could have just squeezed his little skinny white ass through them bars, got through the other bars, and choked the life out of her. Bitch, that was the wrongest thing to say to somebody. Like, so out of fucking line. Like I said, I hope the bitch just go to jail. Now all they ass sitting there mad at her. Everybody sitting there mad at her. Jim was like, David, you still want me to call that off? I said, oh, hell no. Oh, hell. I was so here for this episode. I'm telling y'all, this episode was good as hell. I hope y'all watched it. It was so good. Then it kind of end with Benny going to Candace's house arguing with her because his mommy mad at him. Boy, fuck that. Boy, shut up. We gotta go get her. I'm looking at him like, why are you talking to Candy about Hannah, knowing Hannah don't like her and she gives two fucks about Hannah? Like, why did you think that Candace was gonna run to her mama rescue, knowing the way her mama feel about her, knowing her mama mad at her? Candy don't give a fuck. You should have said, hey, and your baby is there. That probably would have made her move a little faster. But just saying her that Hannah is there and Hannah needs to get up out of there, that was not going to make her move any faster. Then you got the nosy ass neighbor across the street just being nosy than a motherfucker. I would have been like, bitch, boo, take a picture, a selfie. I don't know. Snapchat it, Periscope it, but you better stop looking up over here before I come over there. I don't play that shit with neighbors. But so she tired. She worn out. She just exhausted. She don't know what the fuck to do, which way to go. He all up in her face yapping about his motherfucking mama. Shut up. Then she tried to go back in the house like, I ain't got time to hear you. I don't want to talk to you. He barges his way in the house and he sees Quincy dead to the bed on the floor. I was like, I'm so here for this episode. It was really good. That's how it ended. Tell me what y'all thought about it. I gotta hurry up and do my hair so I can go get my kids from school. Yeah, I ended up messing it up yesterday, and so I had to do it again. Yeah, that's a good thing where you have good flat irons and shit, and you're cheap, and you only want to do it in your own bathroom, and you can. But yeah, I'll talk to you guys later. I have to do some other videos. I've been slacking, and I'm still trying to catch up on that, but life happens, and I have to pause. Follow me on all social media sites by the Ghetto View, THA, not THE. And I will talk to you guys in the next video. Oh, and don't forget to watch all my Jumpstart January YouTubers that's doing videos. Make sure you just type in on the search box hashtag Jumpstart January or hashtag Jumpstart January 2016. I'm still rolling with these videos. Even if they're going to be late, I'm just keep on coming. And I'm still on the Jumpstart January team. So, yeah, I love you guys. Talk to you guys later. Peace.